Hey ladies, welcome. My name is Shauna. I am your host of the 5-Day Self-Care Mastery Challenge. This is your welcome. This is your first video. We're going to talk quickly about, hey, why am I even signing up for this? What is this 5-Day Self-Care Challenge? What you're going to expect and how you can win the awesome giveaways every day after we do our live. So I want to know if you are here and any of these sound familiar, if they resonate with you, right? So you're burnt out, you're exhausted. Momming just maybe isn't what it's cracked up to be in your thoughts. You're super reactive, you're super grumpy, or your kids are calling you grumpy or snappy, or your relationships are a little bit stressful. I want you to know you are not alone. You work all day, either in the house or out. You clean, you cook, you go to do the errands and drop off and pick up in school lunches, dinner, breakfast, carpool, appointments, bills, dog walking, you name it. You are literally doing so many different things, but it's starting to affect your life, right? It's starting to affect your relationships. It's starting to kind of put a damper on where you're at emotionally, spiritually, physically. Maybe you're just kind of feeling out of control, or you just feel like, is this really all there is, right? So I want you to know, if you're feeling a heavy sense of mom guilt, if you are starting to feel frustrated or resentful that you never have time for yourself, or there's never enough time in the day, you are experiencing probably some sort of burnout. And it's so common. You are not alone. And I'm here to assure you, literally, there are so many thousands of women experiencing this, and this is what we're going to do. So the 5-Day Self-Care Mastery Challenge is all about you. It's all about connecting with yourself. It's about taking time for yourself and quitting the mom guilt, quitting the it's selfish, or really getting rid of these beliefs that are holding you back, these things that we've been raised with. Self-care is selfish. Self-care is for lazy people. Self-care is time consuming, or it costs so much money, or it's for the lifestyle of the rich and famous. Like, these are legit things that we've been probably taught at a young age. I know, speaking from my parents, with my mom growing up, all she did was take care of me, my sister, the house, and everything that we had to do. Plus she worked 1 to 2 jobs every year since I can remember, since I was living with my parents. So all of these old beliefs, all of these old mindsets, all of these old patterns and decisions, literally they were probably shaped for when we were young children. So here we are, we're raising our own families, thinking this is the way that we do it, right? We keep adding more to our plates. We bend over backwards for everyone. We put everyone's needs ahead of our own, because literally this was ingrained in us. Whether or not it was spoken to or just shown, these are the same patterns and ways of living that we're doing today that are causing all of these issues, the burnout, the exhaustion. And if you're feeling anything like super stressed, health issues, this can range from anything like weight gain, poor sleep, autoimmune disease, anxiety, depression, overwhelm. All of these things, they're starting to manifest in a certain way. It can manifest in physical symptoms, emotional symptoms, mental health issues. There's so many negative side effects for the bending over backwards and for never putting our needs on our to-do list, right? So I want to show you a different way. And this is what this 5-Day Self-Care Mastery Challenge is all about. It's all about having flippin' fun. It's all about gaining confidence. It's all about quitting the mom guilt for once and the self-criticism. It's forgetting all of these beliefs that we've been ingrained and redefining new ones that work for us in 2000, or what are we in? 2020? This is crazy. So I want to have you feeling confident, strong, happy, sexy, radiate positivity. I want you to ask for the raise. I want you to wear the makeup. I want you to wear the dress. I want you to know that your needs are important and that you're going to spend time with our 5 days to really define all of those old beliefs and make your own self-care routine that works for you. Not what I say, not what the gurus say, not what our old parents and all the old mindsets are telling us or that ingrained in us. We're literally going to show you how self-care is not selfish. It's never time consuming. It could be for free. And the positive benefits that we get from it, everyone around us benefits, including ourselves. So, right, we can gain more confidence, we can sleep better, we can figure out what's really going on with our emotional state because we sit still long enough to figure out what's going on. We can radiate joy and play and dance for the hell of it, right? So there's so many positive benefits to unplugging, to reconnecting with your heart and your soul. And it doesn't take a lot of time, guys. Like, I'm going to show you, even with my crazy schedule, I have 3 boys, if you don't know me. I have 3 boys, they're 12, 8, and 5, and they are nonstop going 24/7. And that was me hitting my 35, I'd say my mid 30s was my utter exhaustion, my tap out, my shit show, my chaotic life, because I grew up in the house where we didn't take care of ourselves. It was all about my mom working 2 jobs, my mom putting all of our needs first ahead of her own. She still does. She's 71. I love you, Mom. But this is a recipe for disaster, guys, and we don't have to be like that. We have seen that solution does not work. It causes so many more problems. It causes unhappiness, depression, fatigue, weight gain, all of these negative things that we've talked about. And there's a different way, and it doesn't have to be selfish. It doesn't have to be lazy. It doesn't have to be time consuming. It's literally the number one thing that we can do to beat all of those nasty side effects is by putting our self-care first. So hang tight just a sec. Okay, so if you're feeling guilty when you try to take some time for yourself, or I can't do that until I can't take care of myself until the house is clean, Johnny's needs are met, my husband's needs are met, literally. And how is that working out, right? If your energy is low, if you're grumpy, if your relationships are troublesome, it's really time to start diving back into yourself. You may have forgotten yourself over these years, but we're going to help you tap back into your inner wisdom. And it's going to be fun. We're going to play. We're going to give you giveaways and stuff of things that have helped me over the last like 6 or 7 years on my self-care journey. And I want you to know, excuse me, if you're feeling depleted, if you're feeling exhausted or selfish or lazy or all of the above, if you're feeling any of those things, it's literally not your fault. It's what we've been ingrained. But now you know there's a different way. There's a happier way. There's a healthier way to teach our children that they should take care of themselves, right? Because if we're not taking care of ourselves on a continual basis, what's going to happen in the long term, guys? Like, we have the country with the highest ancient, what do you call it? The depression rates. I mean, it's like 4 million or something I read online the other day. So I want you to know there is a healthier way. There's a happier way. There's a less funky way. There's just so much positivity that can come out of when you take care of yourself, when you put your needs first. Or, so I have a question. So I know you're going to say like this, like, but it's so selfish. Like, what am I supposed to neglect my family and stuff? We're not asking you to do that. We're literally just having you come and bring an awareness that, hey, my needs are important. I need to check in with myself on a daily basis and start listening to what she needs. It's just an awareness. It doesn't take hour-long vacations or spa days. It's not like these big fancy, big old things that cost a lot of money. It's literally about sitting in the quiet, having some fun, being patient with yourself, asking some really nice, awesome questions. So you can come up with the answers. Hey, what do I need? How's my heart? How am I feeling right now? And if things aren't working, we'll help you. We're going to bring some really awesome conversations to learn how to communicate your needs, to learn how to reconnect with yourself, to find the things that you used to love to do. And maybe you've just forgotten since the time that you've had kids. So I know you're probably thinking, yeah, right, this is so impossible. But with me, with the 3 boys, I've crushed the self-care. It took me a long time to figure out, hey, what the hell do I need? What do I want? But once I started just doing these little baby steps every single day, I'd mess up, I'd fail, I'd, fall, and I would do it all. Now it's like I've developed this really awesome self-care routine where I check in with myself. We'll talk more about this too, exactly my steps that I took on our live calls. But it literally is possible to create the life that you want without all the fuss, without all the money, without all the time. And we're going to open up a lot of amazing conversation on our lives that we do each week, each day, about deep stuff that people need to talk about, right? So I want you to know your needs are important. Your feelings are 100% valid, and we're just going to talk. We're going to share. We're going to give you simple tools every single day of how you can kind of sneak in the self-care and letting you know you're not selfish by expressing your needs. We're gonna have so much fun, and I want you to feel good and feel confident and come from a place of not a deficit, right? I want you to feel full and joyful and playful and radiate the positivity so that you're feel confident in your momming and you can quit the mom guilt. So I want you to say, instead of all those old yucky beliefs, right? Self-care is essential to my health and my well-being. Self-care is not selfish. Not only do I strengthen the relationship with myself, but everyone around me benefits when I take care of myself. Self-care does not cost an arm and a leg. It doesn't have to be hell of fussy or time consuming. I gain confidence, strength, and power when I fill up my cup. And I am a happier, more patient mom when I hit the pause button. So as you move through the 5 days, you'll start redefining what your self-care needs are. Not what the gurus say, not what anything has worked for anybody else. It's really about helping you reconnect to yourself, because I guarantee it's probably been a while since you checked in with yourself. Am I right? So that's the first place we're going to start. We're going to show you simple hacks, tips, tricks to find out what you need if you feel like you've lost this person, and how you can show up with yourself, show up for yourself, and communicate those needs. It's super important, guys. We'll also get help in creating more space in your life through planning, taking breaks, and delegating tasks. So everything will come together, and after the 5 days, you'll have simple tools to use in your very own life. So I want you to know there's positive, there's confidence, there's so much that you can dream of, and it can be yours, but it can't be as we're running around, juggling 40,000 different plates. It's about delegating, it's about quieting, it's about reconnecting with yourself. And once you start doing that, not hours every day, it's literally once you start reconnecting and tapping back into this person, you're going to start really flexing those muscles. Like, wow, look at, I'm getting more patient because I'm seeing what I need. Or you're realizing when you're super impatient, like, whoa, I need to reconnect and see what's going on. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you're feeling grumpy. Maybe you're feeling resentful that your husband isn't helping out. So we're going to talk all about this stuff. It's really, really, really empowering, you guys. And I really am excited to see what we do together for our 7 day, or sorry, for our 5 days together. So are you ready to find a new routine that is no longer having anything to do with mom guilt? Okay. If you are, and you said yes, let's do this. So every day we're going to go live every day, 11 o'clock in the morning, Pacific time. I'm going to go live on Instagram at It's Shauna Bryant, as well as Facebook at Rockin' Mom's Kitchen. We're going to open up all the discussions. We're going to talk about each day's module. We're really going to just open up the lines of communication with the community. There's probably going to be a lot of veterans who have done the challenge, and there's going to be a lot of newbies. There's 114 of us so far, People are still joining up as we go, but we're going to be doing giveaways. We're going to do oracle cards. We're going to give away my favorite music and what's the other ones? Books that have helped me tremendously. There's another, I can't think of it right at the moment, but we're gonna have really rad giveaways. So how can you enter? This is the thing, you have to pay attention super, super close to this. So every day I'm gonna go live, and then if you're not able to make it live, don't worry, I'll send the recording to your email, but you have to make sure that you watch it, because every day to be entered into the giveaway, I want you to post your own aha or your breakthrough or your biggest takeaway that you got from that day's conversation, right? So we're just gonna, anyone who posts, we're gonna follow you. So you can tag me again at It's Shauna Bryant or Rockin' Mom's Kitchen, and then use the hashtag 5 days of self-care, okay? So then all of us can go to that same hashtag and follow each other and give each other support and really just open up the lines like, hey, I'm doing this, look at what we're doing. And so we can all come together as a community to support each other. So here is your first assignment. Today's Sunday. I want you to think about it. This is your first thing that I want you to do. I want you to go and set your intention for our 5 days together. What would you like to learn? What would you like to maybe let go of? What would you like to crush? Or what belief do you want to challenge, right? Maybe something from your childhood that's just nagging at you. I want you to write it down on a piece of paper. It could be any paper, fancy pants, a little Post-it, and just take a picture of either it or with you in it. Take a picture like that. Again, tag me, hashtag 5 days of self-care. That is your first assignment before our challenge starts. And it's just so we can all kind of come together in the safe container, hold space for each other, and just do this really awesome, unselfish thing for us. And I invite you to tag a friend if you need to, share them, share with them the pages, the sign-up pages, and really just come together, have some fun, come with an open mind and an open heart. This is our third round. I cannot wait to do this with you. And we're gonna just have a lot of fun. And I am so grateful that you're here doing this with us. So any questions, please feel free to email me, hello@rockinmomskitchen.com. You can also post in any of these posts where you see this video. But I'm really excited for you to do this. I really think after the 5 days, you're gonna be like, wow, look, this was really easy. And really, if you're at the bottom of your list, we're gonna kind of show you these really simple tools to start weaving it a little higher, right? I'm not expecting miracles, and I don't expect you to go from off the list to the very top. We're just gonna take baby steps. And I'm telling you, once you start doing baby steps over a long period of time, that's when massive, massive, massive change happens. So I want all the positive stuff for you. I want you to live happy and feel like a badass mom, because you are. We're just kind of clouded sometimes, and sometimes we can really get in a funk that's just not serving us any longer. So I gotta go. I want to keep this short. I hope you have a great night. Make sure you tag me at It's Shauna Bryant on Instagram, at Rockin' Mom's Kitchen on Facebook, so we all can kind of hang out and do our thing as a community. All right, let's do this.